Whew. We are here. Barangay Kupang. Lakad-lakad lang. Para masaya. Musta kuya? I had some breakfast earlier that I shared. It's the previous video. And I was just gonna walk back to my Airbnb, the room I'm staying at. And just in like, oh, excuse me, kuya. Just in like 200 or 300 feet of walking dito sa Barangay Kupang, I had so many interactions. Like some kids came up and talked to me. A guy introduced me to his grandmother, and she sat there and held my hand for like 10 minutes as we chatted. Oy, kumusta? Pa-shoutout po! Pa-shoutout! Galing, no? Just like that. It's so funny. So anyway, I had all these interactions. I was like, this is perfect time to practice my Tagalog and show you guys just how awesome it is to be in the barangay. Pa-shoutout! Pa-shoutout! Shoutout! Oy, bawal yun! They love the N-word here in the Philippines for some reason. Basta kuya? Nag-vlogging ako. Oo, kumusta? Kumusta ang araw? Ang aga, no? So I thought, see, look at that. It's just like every 10 feet there's an interaction. Which is great because, I'm assuming they don't get a whole lot of foreigners here in Barangay Kupang walking around. This isn't a tourist destination. There's not any like historical landmarks, no big restaurants, which is exactly the kind of Philippines I love, because in my opinion, this is the real Philippines. This is where the people are. This is daily life. And no matter where you go in the Philippines, you'll always run into this. Just a street with houses and shops and people, commerce, people hanging out, telling stories, nagkakwento-kwento sila. It's just a fantastic time. So this is where I prefer to be versus the big built-up areas like Makati, BGC. Those places are beautiful, and they're great for some people who want to have that version of the Philippines. But I much prefer this. I love the chaotic beauty of it. So we're gonna do some walking. Magandang umaga po. So we're gonna do some walking. We're gonna talk with some people, make some friends, maybe buy a drink, or maybe some candy, and we'll have a good time. So I'm gonna put you guys on my little magnet right here. Let me flip this preview camera down. Adjust. Ayun. Teka. Ayun. Nakadikit na. We are live in Barangay Kupang, which is next to Barangay... Ha? Wala akong ride pero nakita ko yung tinapay nyo. Ano po yung pinakamabenta nyo? Ay, bestseller. Oh, tama. Bestseller. Tama ba yun sa Tagalog, pinakamabenta? Pinakamasarap. Ay, pwedeng siguro isang pandakoko. Tapos ito, ubi ba ito? Pian. Ang hirap ng Tagalog, no? Siguro isang piano, no? Okay, siguro yung isang Spanish bread. Tapos, anong tawag ito sa Tagalog? Crinkles. Isang pan de coco, isang panonono.
27 pesos.
Ha?
27 pesos.
27 pesos. Sige, sa inyo na yung barya. O sige, pwede. Kasi vlogger ako, kaya i-share ko yung location nyo sa mga follower ko. Okay ba yun? O, vlogger ako. Sige na. Oh, syempre.
So much.
Opo.
Very good in the morning.
Walang anuman. Anong tawag ng shop nyo?
Bakery shop.
Vinalon Bakery para sa mas malambot at mas malaking tinapay. Ayun, galing. Tapos anong oras bukas kayo?
Alas 5 ng umaga.
Alisin ko ang ganot hanggang sa ubos na?
11.
Ang mga 11 ganon? Ah, okay. Okay, ibabahagi ko yung sa mga follower ko. Tapos kung gusto nyo panoorin yung video,
Follow.
yung ano ko is, sa YouTube is Tagalog Kurt.
Anong name?
Tagalog?
Tagalog Bird?
Opo. Tagalog Kurt. K-U-R-T.
Okay.
K-U-R-T. K as in kare-kare, U-R-T. Sige, mauna ko mga kaibigan. Salamat.
Follow you ah.
O, sige. Ipadala nyo isang DM tapos ipa-follow kita. O, sige. Okay, so we got some different breads we're gonna try. Let's see if I can, I'm not sure, hopefully the angle on this camera is okay because I have the little magnet necklace like up on my chest. So hopefully you guys can see all that. Woo! Let's see if I can find a little place to try out all of the different breads that she got me. I just asked her what her best sellers were, and then everybody else helped out. So hopefully they do not disappoint. The cool thing about this camera is that it's on a magnet, so if I can find something metal, I can just stick it right there. Idikit ko lang. Let's try this thing. Hoy, naku. You guys, I am sobrang mainit. Yeah, this is metal. Let's try this. Oh. Nope. Ayun. Let's try it. It's sobrang. Look at this, guys. I'm just sweating profusely. Okay, so we got some tinapay. Let's give the tinapay a try. So this is the panono. I can't remember what she said. It was so hard. I have a really hard time hearing words in Tagalog and listening to them, but it's purple. It smells like ube. Oh yeah. Ooh, that's really good. 10 out of 10. Next one is, I forget what she called this, but she said it's fresh. Ooh, it's like a folded piece of bread with some jam in it. That's really good. If you guys know what this is called, please put it in the comments. The sweat, guys. The sweat is real. I've been out for about an hour. It's about 7 a.m. I am cooking. And then this is, I think she said this is the Spanish bread, diba? Got a little filling there. I'm not sure what that is, but it's good. That's very good. And of course the pan de coco. I'm gonna save the rest of these for my room. Guys, 10 out of 10. Of course, again, I'll put the description of the location. I can't wait for tag-ulan, for the rainy season to come. I hope that it'll cool things off, but in reality, it's just gonna make it hot and wet. So let's keep walking. That guy said it's about a kilometer to get back to the freeway that takes me to my Airbnb. But I actually think, I think it's a lot further because I looked on Google Maps and it's a pretty long walk. So we'll keep walking for another minute or two. And then if it's just like, if it's just sobrang malayo, if it's too far, we'll just grab ourselves a trike and head back to the old aircon, so I can not die of heat stroke this morning. Kamusta? Pa-shout out! Pa-shout out! Oh! Galing, no? Everybody wants a shout out. All right, here we go. Want to make sure I don't get run over. If you guys haven't watched my video on navigating the streets of the Philippines, be sure to watch that. Gives you all the ins and outs of how to move about and not get smacked. Let's try, I think this camera might be better if we angle it down just a little bit. Just like that, there we go. Hopefully that's better, let's try that. Not sure if that gives you, I won't know until I see this footage later. Hopefully that gives you guys a better view. Yeah, it looks like this road just keeps going straight, but you can see here, there's just tons of commerce. Lots of people selling their wares. You got a little Ming there on the streets. Hey, yeah, we might have to grab a tricycle. I think we're coming up on a busy area because you can see there's like a congestion of tricycles up ahead. And then this, is this like a, what is this? This is like a bus stop? That's interesting. Yeah, and it's like, it's only 7 a.m. and this is how busy the streets are. Like everybody's up and out, going to school, going to work, cleaning, hanging out, just chilling, just chilling. But shout out! Jeremio Street. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to find. The idea was to try to find a through street to get back to the highway. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find that though. I think this road just goes straight for like several miles. And it looks like everybody's going the opposite direction. Ooh, something just flew in my eye. And I asked him if there was like a, if there was a beach over that way, because, and then he said there's not. He said that's Lake, what did he say? Not Cavite. What was that lake called? Oh, we got to get off the beaten path here. Oh, house for rent. All right, you know, let's get a tricycle. Let's hail the tricycle because I am dying here. Yeah, let's get on the other side here. Ooh, this one looks popular. Yeah, I think this is just gonna keep going on forever, guys. So let's grab ourselves a tricycle. Wow, got a big old Iglesia ni Cristo there. When I was living up in northern Luzon, we would run into the missionaries for the Iglesia ni Cristo all the time. We used to sit and chat with them in Tagalog about theology, different beliefs. Woo! You guys can't see it, but I am dripping sweat right now. She said, alabang, Lara's hair is in makeup. All right, let's, this is as good a place as any. Oh man, looks like the Jeep or the tricycle's all dried up. I'm actually not very familiar with tricycle rules. If they've got a passenger, do they try to pick up multiple passengers at once? I feel like I remember that was a thing up in northern Luzon, but I can't remember if that's like normal here, where you like split a tricycle if you're both going the same direction. Let's grab this guy. Pumunta ako sa Anuva.
ka, come on.
O sige, magkano ba yun?
Ano ba? Give me... Ah, 100.
Ha? Ang mahal, no?
Magkano ba bigyan mo?
50 pwede.
80,
80, 60 na lang. Pwede ba yun? 65.
70.
70 na lang. O sige.
Diba?
So he asked for 100. That's of course like super expensive. Most of the tricycles here in the Philippines are not built for my size. Let's see if I got enough change here. I got plenty of change. So he asked for 100. That's like super expensive. I cut it down to 50. I mean, in reality, this is probably like a 30 peso ride. But I'm not a great haggler. I don't enjoy it. So as long as I can tell that he's not trying to rip me off, we went from 100 down to 50 to 80 to 60 to 70, which is fine because I was just gonna give him 100 anyway. But as long as they don't try to rip me off, you know, I'm always gonna leave a decent tip. But this is a trike ride, and I needed it because I am covered in sweat. But this is like one of the best ways to get around in the Philippines. So yeah, just enjoy the POV of riding a tricycle, guys. We'll get back to the apartment, download all the footage, recharge the batteries. I'm gonna have to take a shower. And then I've got the podcast with Calvin Castiel and Jared Hartman later today. Jared Hartman is the Canadian who speaks fluent Tagalog. He's in the country for the first time ever. He's never been to the Philippines, but he speaks fluent Tagalog. So we're going to be on that podcast. And then there's another content creator I just came across who's going to be on the podcast. His name is what was it? Good Music News. I'll have to find out, but he's going to be on the podcast as well. He does a lot of reaction videos for Filipino stuff. And he's very, very knowledgeable on... he's been doing reaction videos for several years now. And he's just super magaling. Very, very mahilig siya in the culture, in the pop news, in music, TV shows. So he watches all of those and does reviews on them or reactions. And he's very, very popular. I think he's got like over 1 million followers on Facebook. But he's going to be on the podcast as well. So it's going to be all three of us. Me, Jared Hartman, the Canadian that speaks Tagalog, and then the reactions guy. So it should be fun. So if you guys have some time, check out Calvin, Calvin Castiel on YouTube. Actually, you know, maybe like 60 pesos is not a bad, 60, 70 pesos is pretty normal. Because if I were to get a Grab or not a Grab, an Angkas or a Move It scooter, it would cost probably around 65 pesos. But with a tricycle, there's zero weight. You just hail it like this and it's ready to go. Everybody's looking at the American, the oversized American in a tricycle. But this is life in the Philippines, guys. This is everyday life. People out and about, working, selling stuff. Having a lot of people are entrepreneurs here, small business owners. They sell stuff on the streets. It's either to help supplement their income, their household income. Sometimes it blows up, like you've got Diwata Pares, who's now super famous and very rich. And for the longest time, he was just selling stuff on the calzada. And that's just daily life here. Which I love because you get a whole, it's almost like New York City vibes because of the activity. There's so much activity. But it's obviously not the high scale, super, super crowded, overworked environment of like New York City or LA. But this is like every single barangay. Despite the size, you always have like the city center of the barangay that gives you this kind of activity. And if I'm not slouching in the seat, this is how big it is. As soon as I got inside, the driver asked, "Can you fit?" So this is a pretty normal sized tricycle. Okay, so we're coming up on the street that takes me to back to the highway. So we're almost there. And we'll be passing where I had breakfast this morning with Tatay. I'm terrible with names. I think it's Bernay. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And it looks like we'll be getting back to the Airbnb just as my battery is dying, so this is perfect timing. Here we go. Now we can get some speed. Or not. There's a lot of bumps coming up. This is the street we came down earlier to enter into Barangay Buli and Barangay Kupang. And this might be difficult doing the left-hand turn here. We'll see if he can make it. There's a lot of traffic. This is the main road. Hopefully the sound is okay. I didn't bring the little wind muffler thing for my microphone. And then here we go. Oh, sige! Oh! Hanapin mo sa sa YouTube. Yung pangalan is Tagalog Kurt.
Kurt!
Yung pangalan ko.
Kurt, pamilya.
Oo ba?
Kurt.
Kayo,
Cobain ha?
ha?
Kurt lang Kurt ha. Cobain's dead.
Ay, oo ba?
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain. O say, 10, ano yun, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85,
Oh,
90, 150 para sa inyo.
all bang. Thank you.
Ang bait nyo, no? Ang magaling mag-drive. Ang gwapo, no? Sige.
Just like you.
Just like, kamukha kayo.
Just like you.
Okay. Here we are at the Anuva residences. I'll take a minute to cool down. I am sobrang mainit. We're gonna head upstairs, download today's footage, go on the podcast later. Hopefully the sound was okay during that ride. Yeah, it was funny. He wanted 100, talked him down to 70. We ended up giving him 150. I hate carrying around a lot of loose change. It like weighs my bag down. So we gave him a lot of the change, totaled 150. So he was happy for it. I'm happy for it. Hanggang sa susunod mga kaibigan ako si Kuya Kurt. Kita-kits.